Let's go next to ReCore, a game that was unveiled last year with a vague CG trailer. We just didn't know what kind of game it was.
Yeah.
Now we have a better idea of what it was. Inafune and the Armature team showing us some sort of platformy, almost maybe kind of Metroidvania type stuff with mixing all the cores into different robot dogs and robot friends.
Yeah, totally. I was absolutely feeling the vibe of this demo.
Great, right?
Yeah, looked great. Shout out to Robot Dog. I don't know why I said that because he's not real, but shout out to Robot Dog. Yeah, it looked great. It looked the puzzle solving looked cool. The combat looked cool. The environmental traversal looked cool. This was an interesting world. And I'm really excited that they have this core. God, I did not mean to say that.
That's going to happen a lot.
Mechanic,
Let's go. Oh my
a core mechanic that they use in all facets of the gameplay, and I find that super interesting.
Yeah, a ReCore mechanic. Sorry, had to do it.
Yeah.
Seamus, you're a big fan of KG Inafune. He's just a veteran game designer with an unbelievable resume.
Sweet guy, super awesome team.
And yeah, what did you make of this game?
Well, if you're really old like me and you have like a walker hidden under the table, you remember like it feels like a lot of the great Japanese games from the 90s that influenced a lot of the games that we see now, but somehow are like lost. And so I felt like really at home. I felt like coming back home. You know, it looked like cool, innovative gameplay. It had style. You know, it's got style. The devices look cool, and you can see that there's gameplay backing it up. A lot of Japanese games fall into a hole where they're really super stylish and a lot of super cool stuff and cuts and Japanese characters up on the screen, but there's no real gameplay. And I don't think that's the case here.
You remind me of a great point with Inafune. He was so good when he was in his later days at Capcom with Dead Rising, Lost Planet, of bringing that sort of Eastern, that Japanese flair to making it sort of palatable and appealing to a Western audience, and that's the same vibe I get from ReCore here.
Yeah, at the end of the day, there was a team of people at Capcom, and I was fortunate enough to hang out there quite a bit, who had been to the West a lot, been to Europe, been to America a lot, seen how Western gamers reacted to what they made, and also were senior enough that they had the freedom to try stuff. And it was a magical combination. And I hope Inafune-san is back in the place where he has the freedom to do that again. It looks like it. And that's just going to be good for everybody.
Yeah, and I would really love to see this take off and be great because, I mean, we have Mighty No. 9 coming out soon, which, I haven't finished yet, but, a lot of the recent trailers and the delays and everything have sort of left a sour taste in a lot of folks' mouths. So I'm really hoping this is a turnaround from that and, come early September, this is one of the first fall games.
The Japanese gaming business got hammered, man, and so these guys are coming back out, and for me, I'm gonna have to endure a little bit of like people saying, "Oh my God, where did this come from?" Because they just don't remember.
Yeah.
Like that, this is actually where it all came from.
Yeah, the foundation of the
console, the idea of all this stuff that launched where we are in the modern industry, like originated there.
Yeah.